A horse, one of the most powerful animals on Earth. An animal that can carry a grown adult across mountains, sprint at 55 miles per hour, and pull loads heavier than a truck. And yet, a plastic bag on the ground stops it dead in its tracks. You've probably seen it, maybe even laughed at it. Your horse, this magnificent, powerful creature, frozen in absolute terror over a grocery bag. Here's what most people don't realize. Your horse wasn't being dramatic. It wasn't being stupid. Its brain was doing exactly what it was designed to do. And the science behind that response is genuinely fascinating. In this video, we're going to go deep into the neuroscience of horse fear. Why horses panic, what's happening inside their brain in real time, what you're doing wrong as an owner, and what to do instead. To understand horse fear, we first need to understand what kind of animal a horse actually is. Think about dogs and cats for a second. Both are predators. Their brains evolved to hunt, chase, and attack. When they sense danger, their first instinct is to face it. Horses are the opposite. Horses are prey animals. For 55 million years, horses evolved as something that other animals ate. Wolves, big cats, ancient predators. They all hunted horses. That 55 million years of survival pressure doesn't just disappear. It's hardwired into every part of a horse's biology. The horse's eyes are positioned on the sides of its head, giving it nearly 350 degrees of vision. It can see almost everything around it simultaneously. Its ears rotate independently, like two satellite dishes, picking up sounds from multiple directions at once. Its nostrils can detect scents from over a mile away. This isn't a coincidence. This is what an animal looks like when its survival, for millions of years, depended on detecting threats before they got close. So, when your horse notices something unusual, even something as harmless as a plastic bag, its brain doesn't think. It reacts, instantly. Now let's get into the actual brain science, because this is where it gets really interesting. Deep inside every mammal's brain, including yours, mine, and your horse's, there's a tiny structure called the amygdala. Scientists call it the brain's alarm system. When the amygdala detects a potential threat, it does something remarkable. It bypasses your thinking brain entirely. It sends signals directly to your body, triggering a flood of adrenaline and cortisol before you've even consciously registered what you saw. In humans, this takes roughly 12 milliseconds. In horses, research suggests this response is even faster. Evolution made sure of that. Here's the key thing. The amygdala doesn't wait for evidence. It doesn't ask, is this actually dangerous? It works on pattern recognition. If something looks, sounds, or smells even slightly like a threat, the alarm fires. A plastic bag rustling in the wind shares one critical quality with a predator crouching in long grass: sudden, unpredictable movement. Your horse's amygdala doesn't know what a plastic bag is. It knows that something moved unexpectedly near its legs. And for 55 million years of horse history, that has meant one thing: run. This is called the fight-or-flight response. But here's what most people don't know about horses. They almost always choose flight over fight. Unlike dogs, who may growl, bark, or bite when frightened, horses run. That's their survival strategy. And the speed of that response? A horse can go from standing still to 30 miles per hour in about 3 seconds. That's faster than most sports cars accelerate. Now that we understand the mechanism, let's look at the specific things that trigger it. Research in equine behavior has identified 5 primary fear triggers in horses, and most horse owners only know about 2 of them. Trigger 1. Sudden movement. Number 1. Sudden, unexpected movement. This is the most powerful trigger. A bag, a bird, a piece of paper. The content doesn't matter. What matters is the suddenness. Horses have evolved to respond to any fast, unpredictable movement in their peripheral vision as a potential predator. It's automatic. It's instant. Trigger 2. Novel objects. Number 2. Unfamiliar objects. Horses have something called neophobia, a fear of new things. In the wild, anything unfamiliar could be dangerous. So horses approach novel objects with extreme caution. This is why a horse that walks past a trash can every day suddenly panics the day someone puts a traffic cone next to it. Same location, new object, threat alarm fires. Trigger 3. Isolation. Number 3. Separation from the herd. Horses are herd animals. In the wild, being alone means being vulnerable. When a horse is separated from its companions, or even moved away from them, stress hormones rise significantly. Studies show that a horse's heart rate can increase by up to 40 beats per minute simply from being moved away from its herd. Separation is genuinely terrifying to them, not just inconvenient. Trigger 4. Smell of predators. Number 4. The scent of predators. This one surprises most people. Horses can detect the scent of a predator, a dog, a wolf, even a human who has recently been near a dog, and react with fear even when nothing is visible. Their olfactory system is extraordinarily sensitive. Some horses at stables near dog kennels show elevated cortisol levels even when the dogs are nowhere in sight. Smell alone is enough to activate the threat response. Trigger 5. Tension from rider/handler. Number 5. And this one is the most important for horse owners: the emotional state of the person with them. Horses are exceptionally good at reading emotional states. Multiple studies have confirmed that horses can detect elevated heart rate and tension in humans through subtle postural cues, breathing patterns, and even smell. When you are nervous, your horse becomes nervous. When you tense up, your horse tenses up. This is called emotional contagion, and in horses, it's extremely powerful. Your anxiety doesn't stay inside you. It travels directly to your horse. Section 5. Horse versus dog comparison segment. Now here's something interesting. Let's put this in perspective by comparing horses to the animal most of us know best: dogs. Dogs evolved as predators. When a dog encounters something scary, its first instinct is often to investigate, or even challenge it. Dogs are curious about threats. That's why your dog will bark at the mailman, but then wag its tail when he comes closer. Horses do the opposite. When a horse encounters something scary, its first instinct is to get as far away as possible, as fast as possible. Curiosity comes later, after the threat has passed. Dogs handle fear loudly, barking, growling, posturing. Horses handle fear silently but physically, snorting, foot stamping, head raising, muscle tension, before the explosion of movement. A dog's fear response lasts on average about 30 to 60 seconds before it begins to calm down. A horse's stress hormones, specifically cortisol, can remain elevated for up to 40 minutes after a single fright. One scare, and that horse stays biologically stressed for almost an hour. Section 6. What panic looks like. Body language. One of the most valuable skills you can develop as a horse owner is recognizing fear before it becomes panic. Horses give clear signals. Most people just don't know how to read them. Here's what to watch for in order of escalation. First, the head goes up. This is the earliest warning signal. When a horse raises its head and stiffens its neck, it has detected something concerning. The eyes widen. You can often see the whites. This is alert mode. Second, the ears. Both ears point sharply toward whatever caught the horse's attention. The horse has fixed its focus. If the ears begin moving rapidly back and forth, the horse is confused and frightened. It's trying to locate the threat. Third, nostril flare and snorting. The horse is actively scenting the air, trying to gather more information. A sharp, loud snort is often the last warning before action. Fourth, muscle tension. You can see and feel it. The hindquarters tighten, the back stiffens, the horse begins to shift its weight toward its hind legs. This is the body preparing to launch. Fifth, the explosive movement, the spook, the bolt, the spin. By this point, the cognitive brain is completely offline. The horse is in pure survival mode. Section 7. The owner's mistake. When a horse spooks, the instinctive human reaction is to get tense, pull hard on the reins, shout "whoa," and try to force the horse to face the scary object. Every single part of that response makes things worse. Pulling hard on the reins adds physical pain and restriction on top of existing panic, which the amygdala interprets as additional threat. Shouting adds an aggressive, unpredictable noise. Forcing the horse toward the object violates its deepest survival instinct. And your own tension? Remember trigger number 5. Your elevated heart rate and tense muscles communicate one clear message to your horse. You are scared too. The next time your horse spooks at something ridiculous, a garden hose, a shadow, a plastic bag, try to see it for what it is. A 550-kilogram animal doing exactly what 55 million years of survival pressure programmed it to do. It's not stupid. It's not broken. It's doing its job. And your job, as the handler, the partner, the trusted presence in its life, is to understand that and respond to it with calm, not frustration. The more you understand your horse's psychology, the better that relationship gets. Not just safer, genuinely better. If you found this video useful, subscribe. Because next week, we're going into something even more fascinating. Can your horse actually read your emotions? Research says yes, and the answer will surprise you. Drop a comment below telling me the most ridiculous thing your horse has ever panicked about. I'll read every single one. See you in the next one.